In this video, we're looking at adding and subtracting mixed numerals. So remember, a mixed numeral has a whole number out the front and then a fraction connected to it. So to add or subtract mixed numerals, we add the whole or subtract the whole numbers first, and then we add or subtract the fractions. So here I'm looking at 6 1/3 plus 4 1/2. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add those whole numbers. So if I write it out first, I'm going to focus on adding these first. So I get 6 plus 4, which is 10. And now I want to focus on adding my fractions, okay? So I have 1/3 plus 1/2. We can't do it because the denominators are different. So this is where we use that cross multiply method. So we multiply the bottoms and then we multiply across. So my bottom new denominator is going to be 6. I then get 1 times 2 and then 3 times 1. So I end up with 5/6 here. So my final answer will be 10 and then 5/6. I'm going to do it again, except this time we're going to subtract. So 5 2/3, take away 3 3/4. Focus on our big numbers first. So 5 take away 3 is 2. I then focus on my fractions here. So I have 2/3, take away 3/4. We got to cross multiply because the denominators are different. So I get 3 times 4, so my new denominator is 12. I have 2 times 4 to get 8, and 3 times 3 to get 9. So I end up with -1/2, which means I have to take another 1/12 away from that 2. So I have 2 take away 1/12. I end up with 1 11/12. So it's important to note, if you get a negative here, a negative fraction, you have to subtract this from our whole number. So again, to recap, when you're adding or subtracting mixed numerals, you add or subtract the whole numbers first, then add or subtract the fractions. So I like to use color coding, so I did red first, so 6 plus 4 is 10, and then in blue I used cross multiply to find my two new fractions, which had the same denominator, then I could add them. When you're subtracting, if you end up with a negative fraction down here in blue, remember you need to subtract that from the whole number that you found.